Hey, what's the crack? This is Oliver Keane with Oliver Keane Motion Design, and today I'm going to show you how to animate some shapes with blending modes inside of After Effects. So I'm going to show you right now what we're going to do. You can see it's like two shapes blending into each other while moving. Let's get into this. So first of all, we need to make a composition. So come up here to composition, new composition. I'm going to call this shapes. And keep it 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second and 10 seconds. Press OK. What we need to do is add in a solid in the background. So background solid. So if you come up here to layer, new, go solid. Okay, and I'm gonna make this a purple. Okay, so a purple color. So whatever kind of purple color you want to make, or whatever color you want to do, and so on. I'm just gonna come around here and go okay, and go okay. So now we have a purple background. I actually gonna make this a tiny bit darker, okay, because I think it's too light. Okay, so and more on the purple side, so a bit more around there. I'd say. Okay, so if you go okay, and there's our background. So I'm gonna call this BG for a background. I'm gonna lock it because I don't really need it for a while, and I'm gonna add in two shape layers. Okay, so if you come up here to layer and go new and go shape layer, okay, and then I'm gonna pop down here and I'm gonna add in a rectangle like this, okay, and then I'm gonna add in a fill, okay, by adding it in right here. So add in here a fill, okay, and this one, okay, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger as well, okay, because I need it a bit larger, okay. So the size, I'm gonna make it around 300%, okay, around there. And then I'm gonna change the color of it, okay, and it's fill right here to say a dark blue. So around there, okay. So I like that, okay. This is my blue, and then I'm gonna duplicate this, okay. So Command D. Name this one yellow, and I'm going to change the color of this one to yellow. So if you come here to your contents and come down to your fill and make this a yellow, so come here and then make it yellow, okay, and press okay. Okay, so now we have a yellow and a blue. Okay, so if you turn off your yellow, you have a blue underneath. And what I want to do actually is the yellow is going to go underneath the blue, okay, and what I want to do is add in our title action safe. So pop that on so we can see our center point. And I like to add in my guides as well. So if you press Command or Control R, okay, so it'll bring up your rulers up here. And if you click on your selection tool right up here, and then if you drag in a guide, I just like to drag in a guide into the center. So drag one down here and then drag one from here, okay, so we know exactly the center right there. And what we want to do is actually move these away from each other with keyframes, okay. If you press the blue and the yellow together, so if you press shift, so you click on the top one and press shift and click on the yellow underneath, press P for position and add a keyframe with the stopwatch on both. Come to say 1 second here, okay, and I'm gonna add in another keyframe here, okay, and this is going to be our end of our animation kind of this little loop, okay. So if we come back here to the first part on our timeline, so what I'm going to do is actually move the blue one, okay, 5 shifts over to the left, okay. So this is a funny one. So if you hold down shift, okay, and press left on your directional keypad a few times, so we're going to do 5 presses of the directional keypad to the left, okay. So 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and then we're going to go up, okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and then do that with the yellow as well right here, okay. We're going to go down 1 2 3 4 5, so 1 2 3 4 5, and then to the right 1 2 3 4 5, okay. So now we have like these guys, you know, overlapping each other and so on, okay, and it's really slow animation. I don't really like how slow it is. So what I'm going to do is actually drag over these keyframes over here, okay, and I'm going to add in an easy ease, highlight all of these and right click and go keyframe assistant and go easy ease, okay. Now if you play this, so you get them coming together, see like that. I actually want to drag them back a bit more, okay, to say 10 frames, okay, so around there. Then we play that, okay, they come together, see? Or actually 10 frames is a bit much, so let's go to 15, okay. So come here, go 15. For 15 frames are good, okay. So they come in like that, okay. So it's good. But now, okay, this is where the blending modes comes in, okay. So see this blue one up here. I want to come here to mode, okay. If you don't see other modes and all that kind of stuff, see these little buttons here, click them and you'll get all these extra, you know, extra timeline options and stuff. So if I click this one back, okay, and you need this one on here, see the second one, the transfer controls plane, see this one here. If you go here to mode and click this one normal, change this one to color burn, okay. Click that one. What's after happening now, okay, my blue is actually too dark for the color burn to work, okay. So come up here to your fill, okay, and change this color to something a bit lighter until you see a bit of red coming into this yellow, you see. So come up here and make it like the most blue you can make it pretty much, you see. So if we come up here and go okay, I'm gonna turn off my guides, okay, and then if you press play, see you have this, see, you have these guys right on top of each other, see? And you have like a nice color burn of like the blue and the yellow are mixing in together now, and it's really nice because then you get this like cool effect going on, see? So that's over 15 frames. I want it to come back out, okay? So I'm going to come here to 1 second, and I'm going to come to this keyframe here and press Command C and Command V, okay? And then the same thing here, Command C, Command V, okay? And now play that back, okay? It's gonna come together and then come out, see? Come together, come out, okay? So I'm gonna make this kind of loop, okay? So this one come out, okay? And then I want these guys, copy that one and go to 15, paste that in, so go to 115, and then do the same thing with this one, Command C, Command V, okay? So what I'm gonna do right now, okay, is when these guys come into each other, I want this background to change color, okay? So I'm gonna slice up these animations, okay? So if you click blue, yellow, and even the background, okay? And if you press Command Shift D, this is gonna split this layer, okay? All of these guys, okay? So if you press Command Shift D, it actually is a cool shortcut, okay? And then drag these guys up, okay? What's that after doing, okay? I'll explain it to you even more, okay? It's actually after splitting this layer into a new layer above. This section, it's on its own, these guys, okay? And then this one after is actually a new one. So we can actually change the colors of these guys when they hit. So watch this. I'm going to change this background color here to like a pink, okay? So like a, you know, like a salmon pinkish kind of color, and press OK, okay? And then press new, because that's basically just changes it, okay? So what happens there is when they come together, the background changes, see? So these colors here now, this yellow and this blue, okay? This yellow, I want it to be pink as well. So I'm gonna come up here. I'm going to change this to a pink, yeah, like a light pink here, okay? And then I want this one above to be green. So if I change this one to green, like that, and go okay, watch what happens now. These comes together to change color, see? Comes out, change color. When that hits there, if you press Command Shift D again, it'll split the layers, and then delete these ones, okay? And then I'm gonna come over to these guys down here. So click the top one, click the BG and press Shift at the same time. Control or Command D to duplicate that. Drag these ones at the top, okay? And then drag these ones over, okay? I know it sounds weird, okay, to do. Command or Control A, it'll highlight everything. Press U once and press U again, it'll hide other keyframes. I'm gonna trim my comp down here. If you press N, it'll actually trim your comp a bit, okay? The only thing is we need to reverse these keyframes. So click the top two and press U, and then if you actually delete the two back ones here, because we don't need them, and then if you highlight these guys and right click and go keyframe assistant and go time reverse keyframes, okay? But if you come over here to composition and go trim comp to work area and now press play, I'll just keep looping forever. You don't have to worry about it. So there you go, guys. That's how to animate some shapes with blending modes inside of After Effects. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use 3D cameras, and we're going to set up a scene, a really cool scene for this master and last tutorial of jumping into After Effects beginners. So see you guys in the next tutorial, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.